Mic 1 2 1 2. Do I accept it? Switch to the headset connect. There's no longer a microphone that you can use. This mic don't work.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Here in our NBA on 2K Sports studio, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal at your service. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Toronto Raptors in their house, at a
What are you doing?
Taking view here of the Toronto waterfront, beaming over the inner harbor. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And joining us a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Looking at Toronto, they took the win in their last game against the Heat in Miami. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And they were so proficient in that game offensively, guys. Their passing was dynamic, shot making, a really good flow to their offense.
Well, they played a very intelligent game of basketball, Steve, and those two things go hand in hand.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. Stolen by Westbrook. For the finish, and Gibson sends it down. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
18 seconds.
Here is Durant. That one a little long.
So much has been made about whether this is Durant's team or Westbrook's team, but in reality, I think it's both of their teams. I mean, Durant does what he does. He's an elite scorer, as is Westbrook. They couldn't be the team they are, the Thunder, without both of those guys being excellent and leading the way they do.
It's tipped. Pass to Gibson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Gibson's got his first points of the game. Waiters with the ball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
They're losing their concentration here, guys. Some sloppy play going on right now.
Yep, 2 turnovers in a row for them. That's a recipe for disaster.
Now here is Davis. Dishes it to Gibson. Here's Alvarado. Off target from three-point range. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And the shot is good.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Davis with it. He feeds it to Gibson. Takes the turnaround J, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Now you gotta love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Westbrook, here we go. Durant with a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Westbrook with the steal. Goes up. Finishes the break with a slam.
Guys. simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they want, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
The professors checked in for Davis. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder in their last game, a loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, it seemed to me their three-point shooting was their own worst enemy in that game, Clark. I mean, even their wide-open looks weren't falling.
Yeah, and I'm sure when they think back on that game, Steve, their main regret is going to be that they didn't get away from the three-point shot early on. They kept going to it.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for them. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Shots good by Durant. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now let's go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Brooks.
Basically, Kevin, limiting second chance opportunities is job number one for them in his mind. He talked about the importance of boxing out, making sure that missed shots don't turn into points because of a botched assignment. You've got to be on point in your defensive assignments, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, for that. Obviously, getting better position, Clark, on the boards is an issue.
Yeah, that and the will to get it done, Kevin.
Raptors trail by 3.
The Thunder were the second best road team in the NBA last year.
Hey.
Normally, a jump shooting team might have trouble on the road, but they are just that good.
And it's more penetrating. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And Waiters has it in the corner. Baseline J on the way. Can't get it to go. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. When you can shoot like this Thunder team can, you can play outdoors, Steve, and still find a way to win it.
Yeah, I mean, playing on the road or on the moon, it wouldn't phase them regardless. Their 25 road wins is a testament to just how unflappable this club is.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Well, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
The Thunder have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Here's Gibson. Here's Alvarado. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
And Durant, here we go. The shot is off.
Yeah.
Raptors with the lead.
Yes, he does.
Blake with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. For 3, Gibson. Good. And the assist goes to Blake. 7 points for the Doctor.
Toronto, Canada. The NBA All-Star game next season. We know how global the NBA is. A lot of excitement and anticipation here in the T-Dot for a celebration of basketball.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Toronto, guys, not necessarily viewed as a free agent destination in the NBA, but Steve, it's a diverse city with a lot to offer.
And not least of which, Kevin, a vibrant nightlife, which I know you have enjoyed on occasion. But look, the Raptors, you know, they have a terrific home record, particularly.
Long hair, long cock. Nigga, where is she at? I guess she can't do it.
On Sunday matinee games, a lot of speculation that visiting players maybe were out a little bit too late the night before. Who knows? Maybe you even ran into them.
Steve, where are you getting this stuff from, man? You are reaching.
Clark and I are watching tape.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Get ready for the broadcast.
Enjoying the 4 walls of the hotel room.
And so here is Oklahoma City after the Raptors pick up 2. Westbrook passes to Durant. Waiters on the wing. Back to Durant. Clock at 6. That one wide left.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Now here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 25-point game against Brooklyn.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
Pass to Cantor. Kicks it to Waiters. To the wing on the left. Here's Ibaka. The Thunder with another miss.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
This is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Now here's Waiters. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Guys, he's shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
And the Raptors with possession. They're on a 13-5 run here. Here's Gibson, and the Raptors tag on 2 more.
This offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 9, and that one's good. Ibaka's got his first points in this one. And here is Blake. 1:07 left in the first. Out to the right wing. Gibson in the post. Defended by Durant. Just fine on the clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Raptors have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one early. The first one falls. You know, Steve, a lot of teams look at this Thunder franchise as a model, of how to go about building a team that can compete for a title through the NBA draft.
Well, it's a good model to follow, but you need some luck, Kevin. I mean, Kevin Durant fell into their lap. If they don't get the second pick in the lottery, and if Greg Oden doesn't go first to Portland, none of this happens. So, yeah, great planning, and they've had a terrific effort to put all this together. But it really comes back to getting Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Well, you look at the numbers from a season ago. This team shot about 81% as a unit. Very impressive.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Blake with it, headed by Augustine. Blake misses.
You know, going back to touch again on the Thunder, really you couldn't have asked for a better scenario for a small market team to put together a roster like this. I mean, your core pieces, your cornerstone pieces, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, are all relatively young in their careers and seem to enjoy playing for each other. So they're going to be good for a long time.
But he recovers it. The Big Daddy passes to Moore. It's stolen by Adams. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
I got one over this. I'm ready to ball.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
And how about the defense, guys? They have really controlled the lane with their shot blocking.
Yeah, excellent defense there. Every shot has either been altered or rejected.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Oklahoma City right now, Nick Collison out there with Steven Adams. Then there's DJ Augustine. Then there's Perry Jones. And it's Waiters in at the 2. Here's Blake. The Thunder making the shot. Here's Moore. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Moore's got his second basket of the night.
Tough play. He had to fight his way all the way to the rim.
And Augustine kicks to Collison. Collison with the screen for Waiters. Baseline try. Rebounded by Moore.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant, the league MVP last season, and that was certainly a goal of his. He said he wanted to be the greatest player in the world, that he'd do everything in his power to achieve exactly that. Now all that remains is winning a title. He knows that's an elite fraternity, the players who won titles and league MVP. Can he do it, Kevin?
And he knows it takes a team to win it all, Doris. Thanks. And for Durant, he said, Clark, he wants to crack that 50 greatest list when it's all said and done.
Kevin Durant has already done that in my mind, but he has a chance to be in that top 10 conversation if he maintains his level of play and consistency. Championships are important, and he knows that, but he's on that list already for me.
That's high praise.
Yep.
Here's Big Daddy. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Heat in Miami.
They put a lot of pressure on his opponent defensively, too. He had 3 steals in that game.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And the Thunder with the possession here. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Left side, Jones. Augustine dishes to Waiters from 18 feet away. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Bucket's got 6 rebounds in the game. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Gibson. He has 9 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
Well, you have to protect the rim, Clark. You know that. And when you do that as well as he has today, it really bodes well for your team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Durant comes in for Jones. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dion Waiters.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the... How about that? Wow.
Yeah, they're really doing a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
That's the key, Steve. They'll stay in control of this game if they can just avoid any lulls going forward.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
There have been a number of nicknames floated around for Kevin Durant. Everything from the simple KD to the Durantula. But the internet came up with a good one for him last season during his hot streak, calling him the Slim Reaper. I like them all.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
You know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
You know, one of the nicknames, guys, that came out regarding Durant was the Slim Reaper, and it caught on pretty quickly. Durant was only lukewarm to it, which is typical of Kevin. He doesn't want to bring a lot of attention to himself. Steve, if I remember, he said he just prefers KD. Am I right? Or the Servant?
Yeah, that's right. The Servant he talked about, which reminded me of Tony Kukoc's old nickname, the Waiter. But it tells you everything you need to know about Durant. He prefers to be known from a moniker that serves others rather than glorifies himself. That's Durant.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. The strategy included running the offense through Russell Westbrook. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Raptors leading by 7. Pass to Alvarado. There's the feed to Moore. Shoots from the line. Cannot hit. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside Durant. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Shot from the wing. Good as the jump shot falls. Now just a 5-point Raptor lead. For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. The pass to Alvarado. Buries the easy one. Big Daddy's got 12 points in the game.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Now here's Westbrook. 12 points for him. Out of this world. Aerial skills for a guy of his size.
Kevin, that's what separates him from some of the other point guards around the league. The ability to rise and throw it down.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that's...
Oh,
look out.
Oh,
wow.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Back to Durant from deep three-point range, and another shot into Ibaka with the lay-in. Ibaka's got his second basket of the game.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And Augustine kicks to Westbrook, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
Well, for Kevin Durant, it was a terrific season. Let's look at his numbers last season. First in scoring, and he was on the top 10 list in free throw percentage, something he really did a nice job of focusing and the concentration to knock down free throws.
And, Steve, as you mentioned, I mean, he set the standard offensively with more points than any other player in the league. I mean, a really remarkable season for him.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Passes it to Alvarado. Over to the wing. Here's Gibson and Durant with the block. Outside Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. Toronto trailing.
The Raptors weren't really dominant at home by any stretch last year, but they were a much stronger home team than years past, and I think that helped them get to the playoffs. No doubt about it.
On offense, here are the Thunder. They've got a 13-2 run going. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Woo. Kevin Durant, the most unstoppable scorer in the game. It is amazing to watch this guy put the ball in the basket from every angle and every distance. His ball handling ability allows him to do just that. He can get wherever he wants to, when he wants to, and how he wants to. He can get a shot off anytime.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Cantor's checked in. And Durant with one of the league's quickest releases.
Yeah, I've yet to see anybody block his shot, and yet, you know, if you leave your feet too early, you just drive right around you and dunk the ball with one dribble. I mean, that's the problem that he poses with the length and mobility and shooting proficiency. There's not much you can do with this guy.
The dish to Westbrook. Augustine from outside. Can't get it to go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Here's Gibson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gibson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, you know, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Ibaka, the pass to Westbrook. Pulls up on the elbow. Good, he hits the jump shot. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Blake dishes to Moore. Good. And the assist goes to Blake. Blake's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Great assist there. Led him to the perfect spot.
Now here is Augustine. He kicks to Westbrook. Right side Westbrook. From outside, off the mark. The Raptors have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. It's stolen by Ibaka. And Augustine kicks to Cantor. He dishes it to Durant. Feeds it to Cantor. And here's Westbrook from the arc. That is good. Westbrook's got 12 points now in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Here's Phillips. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Raptors lead by 2.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
The Thunder weren't the best team in the West against the East last year, but they didn't need to be. They still dominated the games overall.
Davis is checked in for Toronto. And then for Oklahoma City, Perry Jones, he's checked in for Ibaka. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Augustine passes to Cannon. Shot is off. The Raptors shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders. Pass to Alvarado. Dishes it to Moore. Baseline jumper. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
It's a 23-7 record for the Thunder against the East. There are just too many stars, particularly the two big ones, Durant and Westbrook. They give the Thunder so much firepower. And it makes it hard for just about every team in the league to deal with Oklahoma City. All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, but they get it back.
Oh.
Tries again. Here's Phillips. Nice pass. Right under the rack. For the layup. And now a 6-point Raptor lead. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Gibson at the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And the Thunder making a switch here. Collison's out there. Toronto on defense. Jones dishes to Waiters. Jones kicks to Cantor. Lays it up and banks it in.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Gibson for 3. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Well, now that we can see the replay, it looks like he did get the shot off in time. It looked that way to me originally, and that's the call we should see here.
You're right. I think he got it off, but anytime it's as close a call as that was, in a big situation like this, it's always smart to take a closer look.
What a nigga.
And they're going to count it. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
Yeah, good to see them get that one right. That's exactly why we have this rule in place.
And the first half is now in the books. It's the Raptors as they end the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And a chance now to send...